Hello everyone, welcome to the Punters Club recap from Australia Day, Balnarring Cup Day. For those who have forgotten or just haven't watched any of my videos before, I run the Punters Club at the Balnarring Picnic Racing Club. It's a $20 buy-in and we collate all the money together and I bet with the money. And whatever we have left at the end of race 5, after race 5, we dish it out equally back to everybody that bought a ticket. That's how the Punters Club works. It was obviously a big day yesterday, being the Balnarring Cup meeting. We were expecting a lot of people to buy tickets, and in the end, 270 people bought in, which I thought was a pretty good number. So to start, I had $5,400 in the Punters Club pool. I'd found nothing elsewhere at Geelong, Warwick Farm, Hanging Rock, nothing stood out, so was just focusing on Balnarring for the Punters Club, going from races 1 to 5. So race 1 at Balnarring was over the 2,000 metres. I put $750 the win on number 2, Sierra Sun. There were 3 favourites in the race. Sierra Sun was the only one that was proven at the distance and was a last start winner. That was good enough for me. The bookie gave me $3.20. Here's how it went.
Who would need to lift? Next was Librique's Dancer, and Kaimana Gal was last of all. So Sierra Sun has led them every step of the way. Comes to the corner, but Made on Strike is breathing fire. Carlito Briganti is boxing on. They're the 3 up the straight. Sierra Sun's in front, but under siege. Carlito Briganti is getting through. Made on Strike can find no more. Sierra Sun's in front. Carlito Briganti is trying hard, but Sierra Sun will lead from start to finish in the first. Back to back for Sierra Sun. Goes on and beats Carlito Briganti.
So a good start. A $750 outlay for a $2,400 return. The balance is sitting at the moment just over 7K. We move on to Balnarring race 2, which was a maiden over the 1,000 metres, and I really like the chances of Saucito. Trained by the same trainer, ridden by the same jockey, in the same colours, same saddlecloth number as the first winner, Sierra Sun. Let's take a look at the start, because I was getting a bit worried after this, but it dwelled and missed it by 2 or 3 lengths, and I immediately thought its chances were done, but it recovered to be in a decent position. Let's see how it finished off.
Trying to go with it in second spot. They got away. They're the best part of 3 or 4 on Saucito. Then came Now Perform, who's starting to improve into the race. Ratatouille needs to get on the bike. Lost in the Echo. Peep Show to the outside. They run for home, and Miss Lum took over from Saman, the insider, who could offer no more. Saucito, the favourites, into the clear to challenge now. Miss Lum's in front. Saucito pins the ears back and goes chasing after it and runs on by. Saucito, Galea and Kilgour having a day out.
Got $2.60 about Saucito. I forgot to mention that before. So it was a $1,200 outlay for a $3,120 return. Just under 9K the current balance was. So I was feeling pretty comfortable. Because we had a bit more of a bank, I decided to spend a little bit more. And in the next race, I had $1,500 the win on number 2, Tomminado. There were 2 favourites in the race, Magnado and Tomminado. I thought Tomminado would settle in the 1 out 1 back position. However, just like Saucito, it missed the start, settled last, but could it pull off a miracle?
They're 2 or 3 on Anthophilia Rivers Reward. Tominado's got to get on the bike. It's a long way back with our Dawny, so they straighten up, and Arrowins is the leader. Magnado's the first to issue the chase. The favourites had every chance. Looms up the outside. Arrowins on the fence, but Magnado travelling better. Sweeps on by, and Magnado, this is going to be 4 wins for the picnic season. Favourite backers are having a good day out on Cup Day. It wins painless.
No good there. Tominado was paying about $3.20 or $3.30. The balance was back down to 7.5K, but in this next race, I had $500 the win on both Desert Boots and Peantree's Pride. I liked Peantree's Pride a bit more than Desert Boots. Peantree's Pride was paying $6, Desert Boots was paying $2. So essentially, if Desert Boots wins, money back, and then Peantree's Pride wins, good profit. And if they both lose, well, then we've lost 1K. So this is how the race went.
1 in harness terms. Pontre's Pride was the next pair further back and starting to improve up into the race. Next in running was Desert Boots. Cooper is weaving between gallopers, about to present it now. Summerhill was further back. They dropped off Bonza Boots. They run for home. Out wide on the track was Banjet, who loomed up. Cooper needs a way out on Desert Boots. He's getting off heels now. Pontre's Pride's the one coming on out wide, and Oriental Dane got through. Oriental Dane stablemate Desert Boots is out to challenge. They hit the line. Desert Boots got there. Timed to perfection. Desert Boots got up and nailed Oriental Dane.
So it was money back. Desert Boots was paying $2, $1,000 outlay for $1,000 return. Currently sitting $2,070 in front with one Punters Club race left to go. So this is where I had to figure out my maths a bit. But it was a bit interesting because the last Punters Club race, race 5, was the best bet I'd ever seen at Balnarring. It was race 5, number 4, Shintaro Samurai. Hajime! And I thought it would just go straight to the front and win. It had had the visors go on since its last start run, been given 3 1,400 metre jump outs. It seemed to go to a whole new level. Sean Cooper was booked, who's the premier picnic jockey. I thought all of this was lining up. There was no speed in the race. I was envisaging on Saturday and Sunday what I would do, when I would put the bet on, how much would I put on it. And in the end, I just rounded it off. So I had 2,070 the win on Shintaro Samurai, or at least planned to, because then if it lost, we'd have 5,400 left and it would be a $20 payout for everybody. But if it won, it'd be bigger than that. And I was excited because, like I said before, this was the best bet I'd ever seen at Balnarring.
Then Pride of Pariah. Next was RK, who's sneaking up along the inside. Pony Boy's gone. Real Coot, and then about 6 or 7 lengths away to the Dishwatcher. And back last, Dumo. They come towards the home corner, and Cooper's still got a margin on Shintaro Samurai. It wasn't quite like the jump out 2 weeks ago. He's only a length in front of Treginta. RK about to pop off the back. Pride of Pariah, flat-footed. Real Coot whacks away into the straight. The Samurai found an extra gear. Shintaro Samurai, a length and a half in front of RK, who's trying to wear it down, but the Samurai digs in for the fight. Shintaro Samurai lives up to the jump out form and won it. Won it by 2 lengths to RK. Treginta home for third.
So it was a $2,070 outlay for a $4,740 return, 10,410 balance after everything finished. 10,410 divided by 270 tickets equals a $37 payout for everybody, a 92.78% positive profit on turnover. And it was a good day to do it on Balnarring Cup Day when everyone was there. So I was very pleased with how the day went, and it was another successful day running the Punters Club. Race 6, just like the Cox Plate, we had the Balnarring Cup as the last race, and you may remember a horse called Diamanda, trained by Mick Binney, who's a former Balnarring Picnic Racing Club committee member. It would have been the perfect finish to the day if Diamanda had have won. It's in the Australia Day Silks, and it's leading at the moment.
Diamanda's led them throughout. Cooper gives her the slip and says, "Come on, girl, let's go." And down the side, the Cool Art roadside. She knows it well. She's 3 lengths in front. Midavani's in second spot. Then came Hawkstone, Little Richie Turf. Popeye the Sailor about to get to the outside. Cooper, he comes to the corner. He's 3 or 4 lengths in front. She's got 77 kilos and the crowd riding with her. Midavani is trying hard. Little Richie Turf. Diamanda's in front. She's in a world of her own. Weight stops trains, but weight will not stop Diamanda. She wins her hometown cup. Mick Binney, dreams do come true. Diamanda won the cup. Little Richie Turf ran second.
A great way to finish off Balnarring Cup Day, a memorable day overall, one for the ages. And the next Balnarring meeting, if you're interested in coming down, is on the 8th of March. It's a Sunday, and we'll be back at it to do it again. The Punters Club will be up and running, and hopefully luck is on our side again. Here's some of the stuff available for that day if you're interested in coming down to Balnarring. Thanks everyone for watching the video. Until next video, bye for now.